Hello, hello, welcome. I thought it's gonna go at least to attack. Okay. Of course, if there is a flat start, it's gonna go to flat start. Or if there is resistance, it's gonna go to resistance. 70% accuracy resistance. I just don't understand. Yep. Yup. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be long evening with this. Double XP and mana. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Farm. Come on. So Oof. Did I remove runes from my mouth? Why do they hit so hard? Holy Christ. Come on now. 8.4 seems right. Ouch. Nothing. No stuns, nothing from off. What is happening? Look at this. So bad RNG. Okay, seems it's not bad now. Oh, nice, nice. I'll take that. I think I didn't have her yet. No. Oof. I might be dead now. Yep. Okay. Again. Oh my god.
This is my first time. I'm sorry.
No, all the rooms there. Everything's the same.
I thought you said it was beautiful.
You are beautiful.
If I tried with
Everything's okay.
let's try this. Iron. Instead of her. I have different breaks, so I need maybe just Colleen here. Or instead of blue one, I could have picked Spectra for this damage also. Because now I cannot decrease the attack bar, so that's an issue. Even though they die, but I get hit. Okay. So actually, instead of this boomerang, fire boomerang, I can just pick blue one. Because I have stun with my Tyron, I don't need her to stun, and blue one has more damage. Yeah, let's try with blue. So Shaina, and instead of Maruna, her damage actually is not that bad, but her crit rate is just too low. She has nice defense, tanky. Not her. Where's the other twin? This one. Yeah, this one has much everything, but her HP is low. Let's try. If they are not gonna get hit too much, I think should be okay. Okay. Actually, Tyron should go first and then should go Ganymede. This way. Oh yeah, but the damage is so much better now. Yep. Okay, let's work on this one. Whew. Crazy damage. Nice. Yeah. And the light one, I think now has even more potential with this max boss damage, so I think she should be also really good here. I should try to build her. Bam, bam. Ah, sweet. Okay. So you go to sleep. I give you this. Yes. Ah, So let's say if I wouldn't use Ganymede, who else could I use to decrease attack bar? AoE, some kind of AoE attack bar decrease, so my Tyron has a chance to, on his second turn, then he can just decrease. Spectre is not or yeah, I could actually use Tessa instead of Ganymede. I just disable the passive on one or two Junos, so they don't heal, because the Annabelles, they're still gonna be asleep, frozen. I mean, so that's not a problem. So let's say I would like to go no net 5, so yeah, Tessa I think could work. Come on, split already. Ah, worst case scenario. Okay. Slow. We break your attack. Yes. So now it's okay. Decrease attack bar, yeah. Attack break. Nice. I don't hit you. You're gonna. Come on. Next turn. Ah. She cycled the turns so fast. Okay. Don't kill my Tyron, please. Ah, bitch. Yeah, so the green one is with this team is the worst case scenario, because I have so many violent turns, and if I hit her, she's just getting so much attack bar. Yeah, I should actually just kill the minions. Yeah, my Tyron is lacking defense actually. He could get like would be nice to have another 100 defense or so. Most of these runes are leftovers from some damage dealers maybe. So let's see, maybe I can get some defense to him just in case. But yeah, this time, yeah, I hoped I can manage to kill. And I forgot that she just cycles the turn so fast. So I have speed. Yeah, this rune is not so. If I had speed, I lose defense. If I get more defense, I lose speed. What about this? I can maybe play with this a little bit. 5 more defense. No speed. Yeah, more defense, but no speed also. And you, Leo, have you finished TOA hard already? This rune is nice speed. I cannot afford for now to lose it on him. Okay, never mind then. Let's hope for better RNG. And that I face the blue one in the middle or green one. Not green one, red one at least. Whew, it feels like it's not hard, it's normal. The damage is really nice. Okay. Yeah, if I leave auto, Tyrone is not gonna use skill 2. So I lose attack bar control little bit. But yeah, now it's gonna take time because she's just really tanky, but yeah. Now I'm gonna finish her. She's not gonna get turn. If I don't leave on auto, she's just not gonna get a turn. Yeah, and with the light one, I wanna check on my Poorman's account. This light one. It would be faster because light one is dealing damage. This one? Yeah. And it gives dots, so that's good with the minions and waves. Yeah, it's just faster with Diva and but this one is what am I talking about? Stupid. I cannot use Shina with her. Stupid. And she got a turn. Actually. The Giants Arena. Okay, I got Arena now. I wonder if I used Hua instead of Galmade. Oh yeah, that one that is now meta is the cowgirl. She got this attack bar control. High chance. Yeah, that's right. Hello, hello, welcome guys. Oh, my tablet is just so laggy. Fuck. it's better to take the one with percentage, even if it's blue rune, but it's still percentage is still better. So take that attack, percentage attack. Maybe your progression is still at that level where you can still use the percentage 5-star rune. Flat HP, no, that one is bad. But percentage plus you have crit rate. So try +6, maybe everything goes to crit rate, so it's a decent rune for PvE content for starters. If you are already farming GB10 and DB10, both of them you can sell, because you have yourself field to farm 6-star runes, so you don't need to keep blue runes 5 stars. If you are still struggling with the B10, then yeah, this rune is something rather than nothing, you know. But as soon as you hit B10, you no longer need to keep blue runes 5-star. Yeah, of course, those are good. Is this blue thing on my tablet or is it on my sightseeing now? I can change. Let's finish this. Probably my tablet is also acting up. Yeah, I see that, and I see on my capture screen on my sightseeing also that it has the same thing. I thought at first it's the Streamlabs, but no, I think it's from the tablet itself. Oh, I hate this. finally. Oh, and now it's gone, that thingy from the screen, okay. I'm saving 20 light and dark scrolls. I have now, I think, 11 or 12. So I'm saving until I get 20 light and dark scrolls. And then I'm gonna summon everything else what I have. But I might summon a little bit to get these 3-star monsters for the event. Oh, Rihanna is really nice pool. Congratulations. For me, I still haven't maxed out the level, the skill ups on her. She's already 6-star. Have somewhat okay-ish runes. Not too fast and not too tanky, sadly, so I cannot use her in arena defense, but I use her sometimes in siege offensive team and guild battle also. But her skill 2 still need to be maxed. I've got her passive max, so that's nice. But yeah, Triana is really good protector, and if you get her decently fast, like plus 100 speed or so on violent, and as much HP and defense as possible, she's just so good. But you need to be careful to go against multi-hitters. I was waiting for the skill ups from other harp magicians, plus I fused some because I wanted also to skill up my Harmonia. So it took me a while. The Harmonia is now max skilled finally. But just like with this Barbaric King, I was just getting so many Barbaric Kings. I had no plans to build Wind one or any other one. But yeah, now I have maxed Blue one, Wind one, and I'm finishing Fire one. So why not? If you get free skill ups in time, of course it doesn't happen really fast. since I'm not buying, I'm not spending money to buy crystals, so it takes a while to save those summons. But if you get one of the monsters counterparts, a lot of them, why not build a unit that is skilled up is always good. It's always better than a unit that is not skilled up. Doesn't matter the what's that? Doesn't matter if the unit is 3-star, not 3-star, not 2-star, or 5-star. If a unit is skilled up, it's already has so much more to offer. And few of these units can still work without skill ups, but it's only few of them. Like this twins, they can work without skill ups. I have Tessarion with no skill ups. Yeah, his chance to land a dot lowers without skill up is lower, like 50% or even less. But I use him mostly to tank some water monster in siege or guild battle offensive teams. So I pick enemy that, if let's say they don't have defense break, or the defense break is single target, I just pick the unit that can tank that defense break. And if Tessarion is that kind of unit, and I need to disable, let's say every members of the team has passives, so it's good idea to bring Tessarion. So let's say you disable Perna second life, or you disable Samat second life. So yeah, why not? So for me, he is just tanky, really tanky, not too fast, but he has nice HP and nice defense, but yeah, no damage on him. So he's just there to disable passives. And I use him in TOA hard, also in this 100 floor. But it takes time. But with him, I've showcased this free-to-play team, completely free-to-play, where he's the only one nat 5 that you can get from guild battles. Barretta, Spectra, Colleen, and Mav, and him. And it just all depends on your RNG, but let's say you don't have anything to go, anything other to go, that team works. I've tried that already on few cases and on stream as well. I think I have it on my YouTube channel, the video. It just takes a lot of RNG. If the tablet would not be so laggy, I might have kept trying now. But I just wanted to finish because yeah, it's only 3 days left until reset, so I just wanted to get this over with. I usually make TOA hard much faster, much earlier. Recently I didn't have that much time to play, so it took me a while, but yeah. Sometimes it's nice also to stream that, so people can come and ask maybe some questions to help with team setups or team stats. So I just can showcase, let's say they're stuck on some floor, I can just bring my monsters and show the runes. Don't worry about that, you're gonna do that. It took me, when I started playing on my main account, it took me half a year to clear first time TOA normal. And 2 months later, or was it 3 months later, I first time cleared TOA hard. But yeah, first tries, they were all the floors from, let's say, 50. I didn't have anything strong, so I was just going manual. And when I think then they recently added Mav, or he was in a game but I just didn't have it. But Mav at 5 stars, he helped me so much to clear TOA normal. And I just didn't, I would always come to TOA normal 100 floor, but I just didn't bring enough damage, so I couldn't kill the boss in time before, or minions in time before it eats the what's that? Before he uses them again, the lady one. So she just regenerates HP. I wouldn't die, but I couldn't kill them also. But then I pulled Ritesh, but later I just learned that I just needed to bring one damage dealer that deals more than she regenerates, and that was the case. So I would bring Ritesh. Later I think I changed to some other damage dealer, just something that deals damage. You want for TOA slow until your team is strong enough to hit hard, and you just to cleave the normal, at least, waves. You want to have attack break, AoE slow. Jeanne can work if you... Yeah, Jeanne is okay, but it also not always she provokes, so you need to have at least some stats on your unit. So let's say you didn't provoke something and you didn't stun, so that unit's gonna move, that enemy gonna move, and he gonna hit, let's say, your Sig. So your Sig needs to have, let's say, totally 800, 900 defense and maybe 15 to 20,000 HP. So he can take a hit or 2 hits if necessary, and he don't die. So that's what you want on all of your team. And if your team has some kind of crowd control, or let's say with Lauren you reduce attack bar, defense break, and your Sig can kill a unit in one shot, yeah, of course, this team can work. But your team needs accuracy. And for Ragdoll, wait, for Ragdoll, let me show you. This team also sometimes fails, but it just, what was that, 93, right? Yeah, so I have this saved here. That's the most basic team. I don't have any unit worked on invincibility except Colin, Chloe. So that's my only shield. But yeah, Neil, Michelle, maybe you can also sometimes on normal stage people bring Miyang as well to increase the time on this invincibility, and your Neil shouldn't be on violence. She just casts the invincibility on herself for 3 turns and just keep increasing time with Michelle. Maybe you use Mav for Michelle's reuse, or you just, basically you just bring those 2 and everything else you bring to dot or just do straight damage. But yeah, normal TOA team, starter team, I think you should work on Barretta, which will also be very useful for you in TOA hard. Yeah, Hemos is the blue Reaper, that the one that casts dots without touching the enemy. It's also good. Yeah, and these units are rather easy to get. Neil is a light fairy, and you can get a secret dungeon on her on Sunday, so it's not so difficult. Skill ups is also easy because you get 2-star fairies from Unknown Scrolls, or you can find in the shop, so it's also easy to skill up. So yeah, you just need them skilled up. 45% accuracy, rather good turn order. So let's say Barretta goes first or Neil goes first, casts immediately invincibility, then Barretta dots everyone. Hemos can go after. Michelle can go either after Neil or before. and then you go with Mav. Or even Michelle can go last. So you use everything, Mav uses his third skill, and then Michelle uses her third skill. So you increase the speed buff on your team as well. So yeah. But 45% accuracy is what you want. On everyone except Mav, you should have but ragdolls are not that fast unless you start hitting critical hits and they will get their attack bar increased by a lot. Then yeah, of course they will be faster than you, but you just want, let's say, okay, Leo hits first someone, and if it's not Michelle, maybe Leo will go for a blue unit if you use a blue unit in your team. But since in this team you use fire, 2 wind units, Hemos is blue, so Leo gonna hit Hemos, reduce his attack bar. So you just want your team order to go without hitting boss first turn. So it can be either Michelle, no, it should be Neil then, fastest one. Because otherwise, if you start hitting the minions in a stage and the ragdolls keep increasing the attack bar, they're gonna be getting turns faster than your team, and they start hitting Neil without her invincibility. So yeah, Neil should be faster than everyone else probably in the team. So she should just Leo hit someone in Hemos in your team, and she just needs to go after that, give herself the invincibility, then that's it. As soon as she gives herself invincibility, your team is free of damage, except maybe, oh yeah, also Leo gonna keep hitting Hemos. Yeah, because you're gonna revive with Michelle. Yeah, I think I tried with this. With these stats, I think Leo kept my Tyron alive, even though his defense is barely 720, 729, almost 730. But he did not one-shot Tyron. So if you can get something close to this HP or a little bit higher defense, less HP on your Hemos, even though yeah, his base HP I think is much less lower. So he should survive, but it doesn't matter because you bring Reviver, so it's also okay. So your team is solid. Hey Mantus, welcome. And that team with this Veramos, Baretta, Brian, Chasun, and Mav, I copied from Orange Lol. She has really nice guides for TOA. So my first TOA auto team was also copied from her. Took a while to skill up Briand with other units, with other Death Knight, but now my Briand is skilled up, so the runs in between bosses are just, it takes time for them to finish, but they are just really safe. And Arya, I had Arya for a long time, got her from the secret dungeon as soon as they released that Hall of Heroes. I got one. I skilled up using other succubus, and I think even I fused some. I really wanted Arya to be skilled up, so I started preparing before I even mastered, I think, TOA normal first time. I already started working on on my TOA heart to be fluid. Because first I think 2 or 3 times I cleared TOA hard just on manual, using I think from starting floor 50 and up, almost all the floors I had to go manual. So yeah, you just learn. First times when I didn't use this auto team yet. I also, most of the floors you don't need healer because you just control everything, and Mav is just boss for that. And I also used a lot of Verde, Barretta, Veromos for additional dots on wind units, not wind units, water units if Barretta doesn't land. But yeah, Verde is just boss. So I think I would use Barretta, Vero, Verde, Mav. Yeah, defense breaker maybe. I use defense breaker, can't remember now. She could, yeah, she could also help. If you use Verde, let's say not on violent, on despair also works for additional stun. My Spectra is also on despair, even though the skill 3 doesn't touch enemy, so it doesn't stun, but skill 1, skill 2 I can still have a chance to. Yeah, Veromos doesn't get 100% chance to stun, so it might be not certain. You don't need to give up. It's doable. Wait, let me check what's on that 80th floor. Oh, nice. If you reached 80, that means that you have a team to clear all the bosses, because 70 is also nasty. Wait, what is on that? Strategy. Normal 70. Oh, this one, yeah. You just need reliable stun for the vampires. Do you have anything else that can poison the enemy? Yeah, so Mantus, you don't need to stress too much. Whenever you fuse Barretta, you can even Devilmon him, because yeah, he is gonna be helping you a lot. Yeah, until actually you can clear reliably all other floors. Floor 70 is your primary goal, to get this additional Devilmon every month. Even though, let's say, you can clear TOA normal 100, but you cannot clear TOA hard 100. You need to go at least to 70 every month to get this Devilmon. That's your goal. Unless, of course, you're buying Devilmon packs, then you don't need to care about that. But if you're free to play, until your teams are filled in with Devilmons, with skill ups, you need to go at least to you need to do that. Yeah, crystals are also nice. Then later you finish 80, and of course you want to go to 90 for this light and dark scroll. So, but what was on 70? On 7, if you cleared Sylvia, then Monkey King also is not an issue if you bring attack break. because this team everyone is revenging, right? You just bring attack break, Colleen, what else? Yeah, also Bernard works nicely. Glancing as well. You bring glancing. So let's say you use Shannon. So you provide yourself defense buff, attack buff. You provide AoE slow for the enemy. You provide glancing for, let's say, one target at a time. And you break their attack. And that's it. They cannot hit you that hard. And if you go with Colleen or Bella as healers and you have Mav, you have enough time to heal yourself, and they don't heal themselves, so you just take one unit at a time and that's it. Yeah, Darian as well works. You just remember that you need accuracy. Accuracy is the key. You need to have 45% or more accuracy on every unit that you bring to TOA that is not damage dealer but has some kind of debuffs to land. If you want to land debuffs reliably, you need to be with 45 or more accuracy. So yeah, but Lauren, since she's damage dealer, you need to work on higher stats than you would have otherwise, because yeah, in this floor, Monkey King might hit a little bit too hard for your Lauren to survive, but it's also. But yeah, Lauren on support build, just like Barretta, speed HP, or speed HP defense. Oh, I think you have more than enough. You just need to work a little bit on your attack breaker, because as yeah, beers actually they are not as bad, because they will only hit you back if you hit them. But you want to attack break Excellence, the archers, and Monkey King. That's it. You attack break those three guys, and you just can forget about bears, because yeah, they're just gonna provoke you, and yeah, and you just, if you have someone to stun, you just stun them one by one. If you bring AoE slow, they're gonna take a while to get the turn. You just work straight on the monkey. If you keep hitting monkey, he's not gonna hit you back, so you will have enough time to heal yourself if you got hit earlier. The only issue is Excellence without attack break, then they might just be a little bit annoying with their arrows constantly hitting you little by little. It's their damage, of course, is not that strong, but it's still there. So without heal, it's tricky. But you just go straight for the boss, or you at least kill them first and then go for the Monkey King, and you're ready to go. You talk about me? Yeah, I'm CD. On Europe server, my main account is CD. And I stream mostly this Poorman Zoo. I used to stream on Europe server also this Poorman's account, but I had to take a break before I moved to Netherlands last year. So I had over 9 months break. So then I just started fresh on North America server on global. If you want to check the account, you can come to 7537 also on Europe server. I will write something in chat and you just can check the monsters. I don't have all the 6 stars that I have out. I lost the number, I think 90 monsters now I have 6 stars. 7537. It's just the same as on this red red text on screen. Yeah, but channel is just the same. Oh, so your time is nice on Giants, 47 seconds, that's good. It's no problem. Yeah, the account becomes old, but your progression, if you are motivated to play, you can just catch up on a progression, no problem. A few nice rune drops, which is all but what's that, RNG. So I'm playing 4 years now. I might not have the nice rune that you have, so it's just RNG. Yeah, of course. Of course it could work. You just I can show you my necro team. The one unit that I have, I cannot use too much. I would use 3 twins also, but one of my twins is lacking little bit HP for necro, so she usually dies even on mid boss. So that is annoying. So I cannot use her, but I'm using the water lich. I also got to what's that? I got to skill up him also. Shield runes work, yeah. I don't have that also on my team. I started only recently farming necro. I was struggling on. I had few times nice time, like 1 minute 30, but the team was just so unreliable. If someone failed, then the run can take almost 3 minutes. So I was just really pissed at that. So I didn't farm Necropolis for so long, just until I got this team with twins now. Basically, I just use almost the same team as I'm using in the twins that I used in Dragons. I just replaced Verde. And what's that? Kali. They don't need to be on violent. If you have violent, it's better, but they don't need to be on violent. Since they are all hitting multi-hit, you can use anything that you just want to work on nice crit rate, attack and crit damage. Speed is also not doesn't need to be really fast. The faster the better, of course, that this way you will clear waves faster. But if you are lacking speed, you just focus on nice crit rate. Yeah, so this is my Shaina. Yeah, only plus 44 speed, but since I'm not using her, and yeah, now I don't need no longer need to use her in arena. Didn't get to use her in arena, so I'm not gonna use her anymore, I think also. So she's just okay with this speed. Total is 47. Then I have this one. She's just on violence, so that's why I use her. Otherwise she can be replaced by someone. Actually, if you have a team that, let's say, first 3 units gonna hit boss for these 7 times, you can use last 1 or 2 units as a single target big nuke. Lean also, like this. Yeah, that's Sabrina. The one is missing the one that is missing HP. Or was it Talia? No, Talia. Sabrina is okay. Talia is missing. She's almost max killed, but she's missing HP, and I need to work a little bit more on her crit damage. Yeah, but you can use like this. She's only plus 16 speed, but her damage is okay. So she can be last to move. So my Shaina is 47. Sabrina is 36. Lich is how much? 125. So Lich is moving 4th. Colleen is moving 1st, 193 speed. So Colleen moves first, then Shaina, then Sabrina, Lich, and then at the end goes Lean. So let's say with all these 4 units, I remove the shield, and hopefully I add defense break. That's why my this guy is going last before Lean, so he has a chance to still defense break with skill 2. And I think with this team I also got my best time, like 40 something seconds. Yeah, if you use this big nuker to go last, you want 3 units to remove the shield, 4th unit to add this certain defense break, and then your damage dealer just hits hard. Yeah, those 2 works really nice. You just want Water Lich to have skill 2 maxed, so this way from 4 turn cooldown it becomes 2 turn cooldown, which is just massive. And on single target, like in Necro, those random hits are not going to be random. You're just gonna hit the boss. So he is really nice. Plus his passive protects him a little bit, and now he can get stacks as well. If enemy crits on him, he gonna get stacks. So he's just really... Look at this. Yeah, Lich moved, and it's already almost half HP. But yeah, Lean is just sometimes stupid. and doesn't want to use skill 3 even though it's only 3 turn cooldown. She is just refusing to use that. Yeah, so yeah, 1 minute 20. So if Lean doesn't mess up, the run can become really fast because she almost one-shots one of the boss's lives. Like, are you busy now? I can invite you to Ride 5 and we can check what you have. No, not this. No, you just come to the team and I will show you what I have. Maybe you have same units and you just put the units in a oh, you didn't even finish that. But yeah, you can check like this. So oh, god damn it. Too many clicks. Yeah, frontline, I don't know if you want to use DS or you want to use Darion or you want to use Fire Panda. You do need specific sets on the front line. Best case scenario, you want 2 units in your... You want to use 2 units in front, 4 units in the back. Yeah, so Darion plus Fire Panda for the defense leader. If Crow is second awakened, it's okay because he gets base stats better. But if he is not second awakened, you can use maybe Hua if you have Hua. Yeah, if he's second awakened, maybe you can use him then. So you put Fire Panda and Darion front. Make sure they have 1500 defense or more and 25,000 HP or more. So this is the threshold to have for the front line to be rather safe. And of course, if you can use any runes that you have, look for resistance as well. So HP 25,000 or more, defense 1500 or more, and resistance, let's say you use resistance leader, how much is that? 31%. So you want 69% resistance. No, I will show you. Okay, one more time. I go to the channel. hope I won't misclick this time. I want to show you. Look, so this is my first team, this is my second team, and I will show you what you can use. So my front line is Emma, that is rather tanky. She could use actually more defense. The 1200 defense is a little bit too low. She gets hit quite hard. I have Darion, like you see, 1600 defense, 20, almost 7000 HP, and resistance 72%, accuracy 50%. So ideally you want also him on at least one set of revenge, so he can sometimes revenge and do this defense break. But the key is attack break. That's why Colleen, doesn't matter if she is tanky enough to be in front, which these stats are not so tanky actually. 1200 defense and 25,000 is not enough to be frontline for her, but I have this Emma for additional heal, and her for heal, and Konami is for heal, so she can stand alive quite okay. So you want Colleen actually on full revenge, because attack break is the key to surviving the jumps. You won't survive the jumps if after the jump nobody is there to attack break, and without attack break usually my team gets wiped. So you can see Colleen is at 190 plus speed. Emma, or you can actually, instead of Emma, you can put skilled up Fire Panda as well for additional heal. Bastet also works in front nicely, so provide shields. You don't need to be on Violent. Your team Violent, you maybe want only Cleanser and Healer. Maybe Cleanser needs to be on Violent, but Healer, if you have 2 healers and 1 damage healer, they don't need to be on Violent. Delphoy works, but Delphoy has 4 turn cooldown, and her base speed is a little bit slow, so you want nice speed on your Delphoy. Because like this, I don't know if you know the Shredded Puzzle, probably you know. I used his guides for stats, so like he said, you want 200 or more speed on Violent for your Cleanser, and 180 speed or more on your Healer. Healer needs to go after the Cleanser. Cleanser needs to be the fastest. The faster you get, the better. So first I looked for my Konamiya stats. So my Kona now is, I think I changed 1 or 2 runes on her. She used to have more resistance, but wasn't as fast. And now she's on these sets. Yeah, base defense is low, so she cannot survive front. Base HP is quite good, so she can work with nice HP subs. I've seen some Konas 30,000 HP and more defense with same speed or higher. So this is 25,000 HP is already good. I keep her in the back so she's safe. She's my reliable Cleanser. She's fast enough, 214 speed, so it's on Swift you want her to be 40 or 50 speed faster without Violent. On Violent, TMG said when he was making his guide, you should have at least 40 speed difference on Swift or on Violent. So if you can get on Swift, let's say 40 or 50 speeds faster set, for this occasion it can work. If you cannot afford that fast set, but maybe you have slower but quite fast set for Violent, you go for Violent. But 40 speed, if the speed difference on Swift and on Violent is less than 40, you should stick on Violent. If you can get faster than 40 or 50 speed, you should go for Swift. So my Shaolin, yeah, I couldn't get these stats. actually on vampire I had little bit same, I think more HP but less defense. On vampire it's still not good enough to stay on front line. On front line these kung fu girls, they need to have really high HP and defense. Just as these frontline tanks. So Xiaolin needs also to have like close to 1500 defense or 1400. Now she has how much? 1100 plus and 17,000 HP. So these stats you can even sacrifice more defense to more attack. Sacrifice let's say 200 or 150 defense to form additional 100 attack. In the backline you want 16 or more thousand HP on your damage dealer and at least 900 defense. 900,000 defense is okay for the backline, and HP, yeah, you want 16 or more thousand. On will runes, if the damage dealer you can get on will runes, on just let's say you don't have violent, fatal or rage runes or swift, look for swift for will set and just put anything just for the stats. And the stats what you want depends on crit rate leader. Since Huai provides 19% crit rate, so I specifically made her to have only 81% crit rate. I could have gotten more, but since she provides this 19%, you don't need more than that. You go with 81% and then you look for more damage, more crit damage, more attack, more defense, more HP and speed. Yeah, she needs to, at least for my case, I made her also not too fast, so she goes just after Colleen. So Colleen gives attack buff and then she goes, so she deals damage. Xiaolin is a little bit too slow. More speed provides her to get a turn before, let's say, one of the heads debuff you. That's why your damage dealers, ideally you want them on will runes. So let's say your team gets hit earlier before you can attack the head, your damage dealers at least won't be attack broken or with slow debuff, so you can ditch out some damage, you know. Otherwise, yeah, sometimes if, let's say, you just have bad RNG, 1 or 2 cycle of these 16 turns, every time your damage dealer might be just stunned up, you know. Your cleansers get stunned and that's it. Bella works also. I've seen some really strong Bellas. So yeah, Bella also works, of course. Especially Second Awaken gets even more base stats. So this Panda also, like you can see, it's not even skilled up. But I use her for leader skill and on 2 revenge sets, so she defense breaks from time to time. Ideally now, when she got buffed for the skill 3 to be 100% chance for all the debuffs, it's actually a nice idea to skill, but I never wanted to skill up my Panda. Maybe now it's okay, but yeah, skill 2 is good every 3 turns for the buff. It's good, additional heal. So yeah, now my Panda even lost 1 slot. I used to have her on full revenge set and was a little bit faster, but I think I replaced slot 6 just for this speed sub on someone else. She used to be like plus 70 or plus 80 even speed just from the subs. So she's defense HP, and you can see that it has almost 2000 defense and 22,000 HP. So if let's say you are able to have a Second Awakened Panda, not Panda, Bella, and you can make Bella tanky, like also 1500 defense, 25,000 HP or close to that, and yeah, you bring her as a tank and a support heal as well. It's good. And then yeah, one of the cleansers, can be Miyang, but Miyang is why am I having her in front? Miyang as a solo cleanser might not be enough because she is not totally cleanse everything. She just reduces by 1 turn, so she will remove the stuns, but she might still keep your attack break or oblivion or slow for 1 turn still on your team. So she is okay to have as a support cleanser healer, and another cleanser can be still Kona or Delphoy, because Miyang has 3 turn cooldown, which also works. So you want a unit as your main cleanser to be 3 turn cooldown. So until you, let's say, pull Annabelle, which sometimes AI also disappoints because her skill 2 is cleanse and skill 3 is defense break. If the skill 3 is ready and your team is about to die, she's still gonna use skill 3 because it's a priority. So I have Annabelle, but I don't use her in my team because a few times we wipe just because my Annabelle did not cleanse in time. So Con, I think, is really good choice as a cleanser, easy to skill up, and stats are also for the backline are okay to be put with not as high defense, just fast. You just want your Konamiya to be really fast. And yeah, Panda, you can put on any runes, full guard set if you like. The higher defense, the higher HP, the less units you want in front line or you need to have in front line. 2 units in front line is ideal. Yeah, if you can have at least 100 speed on wire, it's good. It's a good start. The slower your team is, the more support you need, and it's still not gonna provide that you might survive. So let's say if you have 2 slow healers, you don't want 2 damage dealers, or you have 2 slow cleansers, let's say Delphoy and Kona, they are not too fast. If you bring 2 damage dealers and they're gonna get attacked constantly, then your healer's gonna be constantly on reuse of their heal. So if you need that to survive and your heal skills are not ready, then yeah, you might wipe as well. Yeah, no, don't spread the runes. Never spread the runes. Always look for new ones. That's the key. Otherwise, you're just gonna stop doing something that you can do instead of to do something that is not yet not yet mastered. So since you're just fresh in your raid team, don't put everything what you have on your raid team, which actually raids you don't need to go that much until you have plenty of legendary runes that has triple or quad rolls. That's what you want your raids to be effective for you. Once you start having quite good amount of triple or quad rolls on some stats, then you want to grind those stats. You don't want to use the speed or HP or attack or defense grindstone on a roll that is only 2 times or 1 time. It's just waste. You want to use additional speed or additional HP or attack on a triple or quad roll ideally. Then your rune becomes really efficient. So I can show you. I had used this rune optimizer online few years back, and yeah, until then I couldn't get, I think, better rune. Maybe I have now better rune, but this rune, look at this. This rune had over 106% of effectiveness. So I think I got, is it legendary or is it hero? I think it's legend, yeah. So I got, I think, triple roll into HP and double roll, second roll to attack. Yeah. So I changed accuracy. It has percentage in prefix. So yeah, this rune is really efficient. So then, even though the speed is not too high, but the HP is so high that you can use the grindstone for additional stats. And even though on HP I still haven't used the highest value, I can still use more. Yeah, of course, on this kind of unit you want, instead of attack, defense here, but on slot 1 you cannot get defense up, sadly. So then speed, you would like to, I actually would like to trade one roll on attack to speed roll, you know. But yeah, you can see what was the stats. I think I changed flat stat of to accuracy. But the HP was 25%, so I don't have that many runes that have this kind of rolls. Yeah, my fastest set also. Yeah, this one is as well. So I think I also got one rune that I used gem for one of the stats. Was it defense or HP? And I got almost the max value I can get from legendary grindstone. So when you get triple speed roll already, it's a good option to use a grindstone on that one. I've used some blue grindstones of 3 speed on double rolls, which is 18 speed max. And it's still nice already to get this 21 speed rune, you know, but this one got triple roll into speed, so I was really happy. This rune is my second fast. I have 2 runes, I think, that has this much speed. Oh yeah, so, and without the grindstone, so you have faster than me. I don't have anything faster than 22 speed. Right? Yeah, Orion has 24 speed, 26 speed. Yeah, this one I think was hero rune. Oh no, legendary also. Oh yeah, so 23 speed I think is my... if it's a 6-star rune percentage, which slot? Keep it. Yeah, keep it. Slot 5, 6-star. Yeah, keep it. You might get triple roll into crit damage or defense. It's good. And yeah, despair, you can use despair on damage. On a damage dealer, if you go, let's say, 2 times or 3 times on defense, that rune can become good rune for defense scaling damage dealer, or just some support, or let's say for your TOA team. On maybe on plus 12 you're gonna get 6 or 5 speed. Yeah, flat. If it goes 2 times to flat stat, then you can sell. But if it goes to percentage stat 2 or 3 times, then yeah, it's good, really good. Yeah, if you don't, then you can check just if you maybe don't have anyone else with this high defense, then you can keep that rune to replace it, and you go for plus 12, and you see maybe it goes to speed, then it's a good Yeah, go to always. If it's hero rune, you want to go until +9. If it's legendary, you go +12. Unless, of course, legendary rune with 1% sub and 3 flats, then after +6 you can see already that is it going to this one normal sub or it goes all to flat. If it all goes to flat, then unless it's violent rune or will rune, you might want to reroll the rune, otherwise you can sell. Yeah, yeah. Ideally, you want 2 stats to roll. Let's say on legendary runes, ideally you want 2 stats to roll, and you want those stats to roll that the ones that has infinite values. So let's say speed, HP, defense, and attack that it doesn't have a gap. Crit rate has a gap. It's 100, and that's it. You don't go higher. Crit damage has relatively gap to 300 percentage is the highest crit damage that you can get from all the runes. Resistance and accuracy as well. You go up to 100%. That's it. All the other, yeah, 2 times flat, then you sell. Unless, like I said, you want this 16 percentage defense on one of the units on that slot. Maybe you have some other unit that is using some random rune there and has lower defense, and maybe on +12 you get the speed sub, then maybe the rune becomes better that the unit has, you know. Otherwise, you don't do that. Okay, then you sell. Usually, I use this rule of thumb. Since you can farm B10, you just keep 5-star hero runes for slot 1, 3, and 5. Legendary, also 1, 3, and 5, you can be 5-star, you keep them, and then you enchant them later. If it's 6-star rune, you can even keep blue for all the stats, for all the slots, if it has speed, or both subs are percentage. Because 2 times into speed, if it's 6 speed, you can get 18 speed rune, so it's nice. 6-star hero for all the slots, and 6-star legendary also for all the slots you keep. Blue runes 5-star you don't keep, it's just not worth it. Once you start farming B10, keeping this kind of 5-star blue rune is just not worth it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice rune. Yeah, maybe you have Diaz also, so you can use Diaz because Diaz has a resistance leader. So you use Panda and Diaz in one team. So let's say 2 other guys that join you, they have crit rate leader and defense or resistance. You just can swap, you know. And ideally, having Diaz, Panda, or Hua in one team, you have all 3 leader skills that you need for 8-5. Oh, I see. Yeah, then you work with Darion. Darion passive is nice, is better than Diaz, but Darion's stats are lower than Diaz, so it's a little bit harder to get him with nice defense, because his defense 549 is a little bit low. Yeah, plus 16 speed is nice. Plus 16 speed is already nice. Violent plus 16 speed. Later you grind it to plus use blue one plus 2 plus 3 grindstone, so it can become plus 19 speed. Or hero, it's plus 3 plus 4, so it can become plus 20 speed. Plus 20 speed, violent rune is already really nice. So this kind of plus 16 plus 17 runes you want to keep, and later you just go higher with requirements. You no longer keep double rolls into speed. Or of course, there's this Math Plus Games guy on YouTube, and he also streams, but now he streams World of Warcraft. He had this nice guide for Katarina team for raids. So instead of working on this slower safe team, you can in the background just keep working on Katarina, Kwebenusev, what's that? Wind Horus also, I forgot the name. Amesity, Chloe, or what else he used? I think Light Ifrit and someone else. So he has that video on his YouTube channel, Math Plus Games, and he shows all the stats that you need. So you, yeah, fire guy. He all those massive damage records that he has. So also, it's just the stats that he shows are not even that high, but they need to be specific with turn order, and yeah, all three people need to use same team, so this way you become most likely to win. Otherwise, if you, let's say you only one, you're gonna use this kata team to deal this damage, but everyone else is gonna be using someone else, something else in the team, and damage is not fast enough, then your team is just not gonna survive, because your team becomes like, he builds the team, is just one shot team. You do everything right, you clear the raid 5 in under 30 seconds. If someone messes up, you're gonna be wiped. So it just becomes glass cannon for raid 5. But if everyone are in order, it's just easy, fast farming. Because starter team, you're lucky and you're happy with 3 to 4 minute runs for one run. But yeah, you can do that instead of not doing it at all, so you cannot complain.
Rapper Prodigy is a member of the New York hip-hop duo Mobb Deep has died. The rapper's publicist said in a statement Tuesday that Prodigy was hospitalized a few days ago in Las Vegas. And according to complications...
But that's the thing, you shouldn't stop at raid 3 or raid 4. While you're farming, let's say raid 3 with your friends or guild, you should always look for the runes and look for the team to move to raid 5. It's just like farming giants B6 instead of B10, B10 and raid 5 is all the best what you can get, highest chance for everything. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream for today. It's getting late. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I have class in the evening, so I won't be streaming. Probably on Friday I will be streaming, so see you then.